Stage coming up right now is Ewan.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I was watching this documentary, this Bigfoot documentary the other day. I was struck at how dedicated these people were, you know? They're so devoted to something that might not even be real. It's like comedians in their comedy careers. Yeah, did you guys, on April 4th, last April 4th is now National Burrito Day. Did you guys hear about that? Yeah, it's a new thing. And the very next day, April 5th, is now National Toilet Clogging Day. Did you hear about that boat that crashed on that bridge over in Baltimore? It's pretty crazy, right? So it hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Kind of ironic, right? It's like, oh, say, can you see? There's a giant fucking boat coming! And the news, they said the boat came from Singapore. I was like, ah, damn it. Asian driver, you know. And the news said the boat weighed 200 million pounds. It's pretty heavy, right? It was actually even heavier before. It was actually 300 million pounds. But my ex-wife, she got off the boat right before it hit the bridge. So. Yeah, I grew up in LA. I grew up mostly around Pasadena area, but I come down to LA to help out my parents on the weekends and shit. Like, you ever go to a liquor store, you see some little Asian kid in the back doing homework? Yeah, I was thinking. Kind of weird, you know, sometimes I have to translate for my parents and stuff. It's weird because, like, they're the parents, right? It's like, hey, Mom, this policeman says he's going to give you a ticket for driving too slow on the freeway. Yeah, he says you got to go at least 35. Yeah, I was in the United States Army, 1st Air Division. It was pretty cool, you know. It was weird being the only Asian person, though. Every day, people were just looking at me like, are we supposed to shoot this guy? It's pretty cool being there. I mean, you get some good benefits. I'd say the best benefit, though, is the ability to give old men hard-ons. Yeah, like old men, they love hearing Army stories. You know, it doesn't matter what race they are. Like, if I meet some old man in a park and I start telling them Army stories, I'm telling him to come all over me. Yeah, I noticed a lot of anti-gay cultures are actually quite gay. You know, yeah, like Arab culture, for instance, right? They're like notorious for being harsh on their LGBTQ, yet Arab men openly hold hands on the street. Right? How hypocritical is that, you know? Like, don't act gay! La 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 la. And Russians are like world famous for being violent towards LGBTQ. But I was watching the Olympics once, and this Russian gymnast, after he finished his jump thing, instead of high-fiving his teammate, he kissed him on the mouth. It wasn't just a peck either. Yeah, they were like really going at it. They're like, we don't tolerate the homosexual in Russia. Come, Vladimir. Seems men in other cultures enjoy like a level of intimacy with each other that we just kind of lack out here. And I have seen a little bit, you know, because I was in the Army, you know. The Army is very anti-gay because it's so gay. And you're constantly in these situations where you're surrounded by other dudes and you're either like mostly naked or just totally naked. Like the shower is a perfect example, you know. There was this one guy, he'd walk around every time with a rock hard boner. At the time, the policy towards gay people in the Army was don't ask, don't tell. Nobody had to ask this guy if he was gay or not. He's all knocking over shampoo bottles and shit. Yeah, it's shocking to see you walk in the shower and like, what the fuck? Hey, soldier. You know, in the Army, you're supposed to be hardcore, but not that hard, not that core. Okay, this is my new jokes that I'm gonna do. This might be a little controversial. My friend Jenna, you know, she's one of my Jewish friends. We call her Jenna the Jew, right? She's like a staunch supporter of Israel, you know, IDF, everything, you know. And I get the point that Jenna makes, you know. But at the same time, when I hear what the Palestinians say, then I become torn, right? Which side I should be on, you know? Should I take the side of the Palestinians? Or should I choose genocide? Okay, here's an imitation of the IDF. Self-defense, 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 self-defense. What? You want Hamas to win? You're on the side of terrorists? Okay then. Self-defense, 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 self-defense. How many Palestinians does it take to screw in a light bulb? Over 33,000 counting. What do you call a Palestinian waving a white flag? Corpse. Why did the Palestinian cross the road? Because their family didn't want her grave next to their tent. Knock, knock. 44%. 44% of Palestinians killed children. Burning Man used to be a music festival in the desert. Now it's Aaron Bushnell. Before Aaron Bushnell took the role as the Human Torch, he left us a message. He said, many of us like to ask ourselves, what would I do if I was alive during slavery, or Jim Crow South, or apartheid? What would I do if my country was committing genocide? The answer is, you're doing it right now. My name is Iwan Oon. Thank you.
Hey, give it up for Ewan.